The fast lane could be coming to the internet, and you might have to pay to play. The Federal Communications Commission voted 3-2 to move into the formal public comment period for net neutrality. FCC Chairman Tom Wheeler says that he wants his rules, these new ones, in place by the end of the year. The proposed rules allow internet providers, again, these are proposed, allow the providers to charge companies for priority high-speed access. However, the commission will also consider regulating the internet, essentially keeping it kind of neutral, open, and equal to everybody. So the FCC now has about 4 months to hear all these public comments, and they've got to move on with the next phase of action. Lots to figure out. John P. from GeekBeat TV is going to help us do that and get it all sorted out. All right, net neutrality. How does that affect the normal, everyday person at home logging onto Facebook and Yahoo? Rates going up?
Well, that's a complex answer. Okay. Would rates go up? My belief is yes, absolutely. Without a doubt, rates will go up. It will take time before that happens. You have to understand that since the beginning of the internet, we've had rules in place that mandated that every packet of data was treated like every other packet of data.
Right.
Pure democracy, equality, and that was really the beauty of the internet. Now, what they're talking about today with, the FCC chairman and the things that are going on is not really the problem. It's kind of the beginning of an answer. The problem is, a couple of months ago, the laws that governed net neutrality were struck down by the Supreme Court. So right now, we are living in anarchy. There is no equality anymore.
Okay.
Now they're trying to figure out what kind of structure can we put in place in order to begin to regulate it.
Okay, but isn't there already like a tier? I mean, when I bought my AT&T Uverse, it's like, do you want the fast internet, the super fast, or do you want the slow? Because it's a different price.
But it's only the amount of bandwidth you're buying, the size of the pipe. What's not happening is they're not saying to you, oh, for $50 a month, you can have a 5 meg connection. And then they're saying to John P., well, for $60 a month, you can have a connection and we'll give you your internet faster.
Okay, so what does that mean? That the federal government should step in and start regulating? So that way it remains?
I think that the access to the internet and equality on the internet should be a fundamental human right. And if you ask me, I believe the voters should get together and make sure that our elected officials give us a new amendment to the Constitution that absolutely makes
Twitter and internet and everything.
I mean, it basically says all internet data must be treated equally, because if you don't, then what will happen, mark my words, I promise you this will happen, ultimately we will create multiple levels of inequality. And, if you're the kind of person who thinks that, this drinking fountain over here is equal but separate to this drinking fountain, no problem. Okay. But if you think everyone should have access to every drinking fountain, then it's a problem not to have net neutrality.
I mean, I get it, but isn't that the way a lot of businesses are run? You pay more, you get the first class seat in this airplane. If not, you can still go, but you got to be in the back.
Well, in some sense, yes, but that's not that's not like public access to the road. Okay,
gotcha.
I mean,
okay, right.
That's a private airplane. I mean, the internet is like it's like our water system. Okay,
true.
It's like telling someone we'll give you more water and faster delivery of water than other people. Water is a basic human right. We should all get equal access to water.
To water.
And the internet is the same exact thing.
Well, the way that our daily lives are run, I mean, it is when you look at how much everybody uses it.
You know what? If I told you that you had to pick one thing to lose, your phone or your internet connection, I'll bet you most people nowadays would lose their phone before their internet.
All right, and talking about things that we want to get faster, is this kind of what it comes down to, is just we want it faster and now. And truly, when you look at U.S. internet speeds, we are so slow compared to the rest of the world. We
are. But that's just an infrastructure thing. Okay. We could get more infrastructure, and in fact, there's plenty of pipe out there.
Yeah.
I hate to sound really jaded, but the largest internet service providers have an incentive to keep the bandwidth down as low as they can, with the pricing as high as they can, because we're a free market society.
Right.
When people start to pull back and demand more competition and better pricing, as we're seeing in markets where, for example, Google Fiber is entering with gigabit service, and then Time Warner and Comcast have to up their speeds.
Right.
You know, you just need more competition. And net neutrality is the opposite. Net neutrality, the lack of net neutrality eliminates competition. And that's not what we want.
There's a lot to figure out.
Yeah.
John P., thank you, as always,
you.
for coming in. Appreciate it.